Hello, Broderick Wallace here. And the last video I had to put it down as private actually because there was a little bit of trouble with the quote, and this is what's good about having friends who will take an interest and look into things, because that quote did seem too good to be true, mentioning the Druids and Buddhism and the one God all in the same paragraph. But when you look at the new translations of Oregon, this quote doesn't exist. Now, is it a fragment somewhere else, or has it been mislabeled? Was it a quote from someone else? Who knows? It does seem too good to be true, to be honest. I had a funny feeling as I was making the video, like, shouldn't I? I thought, no, surely. But there you go, I've learned something. Books about books about books. These funny things happen, and I remember when I was a teenager, when I used to read books, the author had such authority in my mind, it was almost unthinkable to question someone who had not only gone through the effort of producing the book, but was obviously, well versed in the subject enough that he would be magically would appear on a shelf and have that kind of, just a prestige, that kind of thing, but that's out the window now. And we know that the internet, being even more accessible, is even worse. And it's a good steady reminder to bring things back down to an evidence-based, sensible daily routine of meditation. You've always got to put a little bit of trust somewhere, of course. I mean, and I like this notion of just look at your teacher. If your teacher's got his stuff together, that's a good indication. And you have to have your wits about you. But yes, the most important thing, all the history and all that, it's really wonderful. It's necessary. Mythology, it's something that is needed, that is strangely perverted or absent in the West. And you hear this term, the meaning crisis, bandied about a lot. It's going on. It's definitely going on. But it does seem that going within and stilling the mind and engaging in a sensible, introspective spiritual practice is the first port of call before we start doing the window dressing. Anyway, what was I going to say? Where were we? That was it. The Celtic Imagination. Just a couple of paragraphs from the same book. I did some drawings based on the descriptions of these entities, these spiritual beings. So for your entertainment, just a little short video here. We have the Fashan. Of the terrible Fashan we read that he had one hand out of his chest, one leg out of his haunch, and one eye in the front of his face. He wore a mantle of twisted feathers, and his head was crowned by a tuft. The Fuath is a water spirit resembling the Bien Nai, that is definitely mispronounced, with webbed feet, yellow hair, a tail, a mane, and no nose. Yet she dresses in green kirtle. There you go. Something for your dreams there.